Well, a wonderful good morning to you wherever you are here at home, across the region, and in other parts of the diaspora. It's your boy JC here with you on a Wednesday, and we are heading straight down, no sticking, we ain't not wasting time. We're heading down to Chris and Lady Duncan at the Wireman's house, where I promise you, I can almost promise you, I can put my pot in fire, which is going with oil down, with a lot of salt meat in it. That is something exciting and something promising, and that's waiting for us inside of the Wireman's house. Good morning, Chris. I see you can't wait for Valentine's. You're in your red already. What's up?
Good morning. Well, sorry to say, I don't support Valentine's. I don't celebrate Valentine's, so sorry.
I didn't ask you if you're celebrating Valentine's. I didn't ask you that.
Well, I'm not ready, so that's why I don't celebrate.
You don't celebrate love? You don't recognize love?
I show love every day.
So then you support. Then you support Valentine's. Valentine's is not a day. Valentine's is a movement.
Yeah.
Valentine's is not a day. It's a movement. Yeah. Love. It is life. So once we all celebrate life, we all celebrate love in one way.
I always give thanks for life every day.
Let me just see my present. Move on. What's happening? Hi, Lady Duncan. What's going on?
Good morning, Joseph. Good morning. I'm fine.
Talk to me. A little birdie told me, as usual, there's something cracking that you guys are waiting to share with us. What's happening at the Wireman's house? Don't disappoint me. Tell me.
So, good morning to everyone who is tuning in. It was a pleasure for us here at the Wireman's house to inform the general public as to what is available here, and always give a little information on our safety tips and so forth. So we have quite a number of interesting items that we like to share with the general public as to what we have and what they can get here at the Wireman's house.
Talk to me about that.
Yes. So guys, if you're locked on via the TV, radio, or also the different social media platform, we just want to say welcome as well. Okay, so some of these items, right? So we're starting with our enclosure. All right, we're starting with our enclosures, right? So you can get that from 4, 6, and 8-way module enclosures, right? So sometimes people might want to have a little electricity, coming through the house, and they don't really want to use the panel. Yeah, you can use this as a substitute. Yeah, so as I said, this is basically just the enclosure. So it doesn't come with the isolator or the breaker as well. It's just basically that's the empty enclosure.
And I must say, a lot of people have been calling and asking for these enclosures, and I'm happy to say that we have them in stock. So if you're tuned in here, you can check us out here at the Wireman's house right now for your enclosures. Also, for those of you who've been calling and asking for the extractor fans, we have it in 4 inches and also 6 inch. And we also have the grill and the PVC duct. So if you're looking for extractor fans, we have it in the 4 inch and the 6 inches. We also have the grill, and we also have the PVC duct in 4 inch and 6 inches.
Yeah. All right. So the next item, this next item as well, Joe, this is an item that a lot of people has been asking for in terms of, let's say, security if they're leaving the island, actually, sorry. Yeah, so they want to make sure that the home is safe, and with terms of lighting on things coming on, right, on a particular time and coming off at a particular time, right? So that item is called a timer. Yeah, so we have the timer, we have it in the plug-in, right? The plug-in timer, and also we have the timer that can also wire up to your electrical panel. Okay. That comes in also in the analog, okay, and also digital. Okay. The plug-in timer, right? You can use it for yourself. Yeah, you can operate it on your own. Those that have to wire it up to the panel, right? I suggest you contact your electrician, right, to wire it up accordingly, right? So basically, this device is to help you, as I said. Right, if you want a certain items or certain appliances come off and on at a certain time, this is what the timer does. There is allow that device to come on and off at a particular time set by you.
Yes, indeed. And we also have fire extinguishers. We have in both 4 kg and also 6 kg. And, fire extinguishers is very important in business places and also at your home. So for those of you who are looking for extinguishers, you can check us out here at the Wireman's house.
Yes. And also, guys, we also have our floodlights as well. Yeah, if you're looking for security, around your building, or just basically around your yard, to make your yard light up. So, as I said, for security purposes as well, right? So we have that in 10, 20, 30, 100, and 50 watts. Yeah, right. That is also in LED as well. So it comes in LED, right? So that's our LED floodlight, right? That again, it's 10, 20, 30, 100, and 50 watts.
Those of you who are looking for the floodlight with the photos, we also have that available, right? For security purposes. We have that as well. We also have the GU10 bulbs. Yes, we have them available right now. We have in stock, and they're also dimmable. So for those of you who are looking for your GU10 dimmable bulbs, you can check us out here at the Wireman's house.
Yeah, and also don't forget, we also have the ceramic socket GU10 holder with cable. Yeah, so if you're looking for your holder for your GU10 bulbs, and you're wondering, you already have the bulbs, and you're wondering where can I get the socket for that, right? So we have that available right here at the Wireman's house. Right? So guys, you need to come down to the Wireman's house, and come and see what we have to. We have a large range of different items for you.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you who are now joining us, I just want to give a quick recap of the items that we would have just mentioned. So if you're looking for your module enclosure, you can get it up to 4, 6, and 8 way. Also the extractor fans, the grill, the duct. We also have the plug-in timers, the fire extinguishers, floodlight from 10 watt right up to 150 watt. We also have our GU10 bulbs, dimmable, ceramic socket GU10 with cable, and also much, much more. And, Joe, we always mention that we are just not surrounded by cables anymore. We have mechanic stuff. You can get a wide range of socket sets. We also have plumbing materials. We also have a wide range of tools, from your angle grinder to your saw. We even have the concrete vibrator. We have a wide range of stuff here at the Wireman's house. I just want you to come to the Wireman's house and see exactly what we have to offer.
Yes, guys, and also if you're looking to get a hold of us, right, the contact numbers is 443-5577, 449-5577. You can also get us on WhatsApp on that number as well, right? Also, you can follow us also on Facebook and Instagram as well. Yeah, you can go on these platforms and see what we have to offer, see some of the different items we have up as well. Yeah, and if you want any information as well, you can also leave, any questions you have, any queries, on these platforms as well. Yeah, and also, Joe, just to inform, the public, from tomorrow, yeah, we will be actually going out and visit the shops and the small supermarkets, bringing some of these wonderful items that we have at the Wireman's house. Yeah. So as I said, anybody is interested, if you have a shop, and you're interested to get some more information of what we are doing. Yeah. Again, that number is 443-5577 or 449-5577. Yeah. If you have any questions about, where we will be on this Thursday or next week Thursday, the following, right? You can give us a call, and give us your information. So basically, we could actually pass by you as well.
I'm not forgetting, guys. We need to the woods. We need to adhere to the protocols. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and try and maintain your 6 feet distancing. Once we get past this, we have to adhere to the protocols.
Indeed, that is of paramount importance. And I like the idea of literally taking the products to the small shops. And I'm assuming you say small shops, you're referring to in the villages across the different parts of the islands. And that is quite because it's not everybody. Everybody's trying to find ways to minimize on travel, which helps with the protocol as well. So at least if I can get it in a little corner shop in a little village, certainly it goes a long way, literally. And people feel like they feel sometimes they may not come to Woodlands to purchase something, but if it's been sold in a little village shop, then certainly they figure, you know what? Let me support the man in the neighborhood. There's a regular discount that's normally applied to product to purchases when you come to the Wireman's house. Is there?
Yes, we do, Joe. We have a discount that we always handle.
There's always a discount. Remind again, folks, about persons that might be interested in you sourcing a product that you do not necessarily carry, but you have the catalog service that you provide that individuals can take advantage of. You can probably talk about that before you go.
Yes, indeed. So we have a catalog service that we provide. You come into the Wireman's house. The procedure is quite simple. You speak to the relevant person in proclaiming. We sit with you, and once you give us the go-ahead, we contact our supplier, and you just deposit the 50% of what you have to pay. When the items get here, you pay the other 50%.
It's that simple. It is that simple.
That's simple.
It is that simple. So literally, there is no excuse that anyone should have for not having a product. They can't say, well, the Wireman's house didn't have it, because if you don't have it, then you can source it for the clients.
Absolutely.
You know, and also when it comes down to also sourcing stuff on island as well, even so if we don't have it, you know, we will actually call around to see who does. You know, we will also try to point you to the right direction. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, you may want a particular item as well. Yeah, but we have other items that you can do just the same. Yeah. So we give you that sense of choice. Yeah, we give you that sense of choice and inform. You know what? We don't have what you're looking for, right? But we have something else can do the same job,
or even better.
Can do the same job, right? So based on if a electrician is here, right? We give that information, right? And also if there's the homeowner as well, right? We also give them that choice, and also, you know, hey, you know what? Call your electrician, you know, let him know what he have, and find out if this can work for you. Yeah, then actually, you know what? This is what you have. We give you this. Yeah, we don't operate that way here at the Wireman's house, right? We make sure that you leave the Wireman's house comfortable, right, with the right choice. Yeah.
Leaving the Wireman's house comfortable and having made the right choice. That's what customers that's what they're interested in. Folks, we leaving one Chris. We're saying goodbye to one Chris and a lady Duncan to go say hello to another Chris and a lady Dale this time actually. CDs from one CD to another CD. Anyway, Chris, thank you, folks. It's always a pleasure linking up with you folks inside of the Wireman's house. And Chris, happy V-Day. Lady Duncan, happy Valentine's Day in advance. I didn't.
Thanks for having us.
Take care. Well, folks, we take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be entertaining the wonderful folks inside of Heritage Theatre.
G Squared, Gary and GT, covering all angles of your morning. Top-notch music, entertainment, live interaction.
I don't have the proper vocals. I don't know if you have the proper vocals.
Neither one of us are singers.
I don't have the proper vocals.
So let me put you on the spot. I want to hear you sing.
Happy birthday to you this morning.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
fresh updates, and so much more. So start your mornings with G Squared on Good Morning Grenada. Weekdays at 6:35 a.m. on all GBM platforms. Good Morning Grenada, covering all angles of your morning.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
Grenada's chief medical officer has ordered that all confirmed positive COVID-19 individuals, their contacts, and members of their household must remain in quarantine or isolation for 14 days. Anyone who fails to comply with this order will be in breach of the Public Health COVID-19 Regulations 2020 and is guilty of an offense. Upon summary conviction, that person will be liable to a penalty of up to $10,000. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Coughs and sneezes spread diseases. So cover coughs and sneezes, please. Not with a rag or bandana. They trap germs. When you use the rag again, you put germs on your hands and everything else you touch. When you cough or sneeze, cover your mouth and nose with tissue. Throw the tissue in a bin and wash your hands afterwards. If you don't have a tissue, cough into your sleeve or elbow. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers are also effective in cleaning hands.
Indeed, we're holding on so tight together. That's what, oh, sweet Lord. You know, I don't know, I sort of have a difficulty in understanding how men, no, let me make sure I say it right, because I don't think in any way that real men, in any way, form, or fashion, would hit a woman. So, there is some specimen, not men, some male specimen. How do you listen to music like Aretha Franklin and all these other sort of timeless classic? I want to hit, make a woman, well, unless she's crying for the right. Anyway, good morning to my two wonderful ladies. Let me not go down that road. I'm going to leave that, folks. I did promise you I'm heading straight into Heritage Theater. I've got an act, I got a scene that is waiting for me. It is curtains time. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, and we're great over here.
Bonjour.
Oh, hi, Daisy.
Bonjour.
Comment ça va?
Ah, ça va bien.
Yeah, merci.
Okay, let's leave that. The most I can do, let's leave that right. Let's just leave it there. Ladies, it's always a pleasure being here with you. When I heard Dale and Daisy, I'm like, half an hour? I need a whole hour. I need a whole hour for this. Ladies, it started last weekend, and Grenada got a taste of it. With just a tip of the iceberg, but certainly. We had to talk about Phenon, and I know most folks, when they hear of the name, it takes on its own historical context. But when you get it in a theatrical masterpiece as presented by Heritage Theatre, I understand I can well appreciate that there's a lot of themes and sub-themes and plots and twists to it. My dear Dale, how have you been? And it's not that I don't want to say hello to Daisy. I see Daisy all the time.
Yeah.
But somebody tells me that you've been too busy waiting for this right moment in time to unleash on Grenada. What have you been up to?
Listen, this play has been waiting to jump on the stage for quite a while. We have had so many obstacles with trying to stage this play. I mean, the first time it was one weekend away, the weekend that we were about to stage it in 2019.
Right.
COVID came. So after we rehearsed and practiced really hard, COVID came. But this time we're really ready, willing and able to do this. And this is going to be something Grenada has never seen before. It's going to be amazing. We have put in some special kind of effort. It's almost like we have had to grow superpowers to do this time. So we're ready. It's that amazing.
And many would argue that after a 2-year wait, Daisy, that certainly they would say you would agree that the hype about this theatrical performance, it is for real.
It's for real. It is happening. It's going to happen this weekend, Grenada. Saturday at the Trade Center, Julian Fedor would be alive. He would be staging. The play would be on. And so it's almost like a deja vu moment for us, as they just said, because Heritage Theatre started preparing this play in 2019. And we've had so many starts and stops along the way, trying to figure out what's going to happen with the pandemic. What's going to happen with curfew restrictions in Grenada. When it was finally lifted and we set dates again, we're wondering, is it really going to happen? Along the way, we've lost cast and crew, we've gained cast and crew. So it's quite been a ride and a journey. But what I can say is that we have prepared a brilliant package. We are going to be staging Julian Fedor. And Julian Fedor is a subject of folklore, is a subject of historical fact that we learn about just in passing in school. But to actually see it come alive on stage, our lead actor, Sam, he's brilliant. He was made for the role, Julian Fedor. And I think every single Grenadian should make the effort to come out and see this play. We are staging for 4 weekends. Is it, Dale? 4 weekends, I think it is?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Starting this weekend.
Beginning this weekend and ending mid-March.
Yes. So I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go, Dale, you go.
No, I was just about to say, Julian Fedor is something that is long in the making. When we were children, fair enough, we didn't go in depth into the history of Julian Fedor. We did it fantastic. But along with many other of my peers, we had hikes and fall and cruise and everything going up to Fedor's campsite.
Yes.
Up in the hills. But that's all we know, Julian Fedor camp. Most people would just know it as, that's the place you go and hike. But now this is an in-depth story. And it's not just saying that there was a revolt. The whole play of Julian Fedor, it incorporates many emotions. There's love, there's conflict, there's loss, there's sorrow, there's joy, there's brethren, there's fellowship, there's family. It incorporates so many emotions. there's laughter, there's joy. It incorporates every aspect of the human. So the song will be told holistically, effectively.
But Daisy, you would agree, it's interesting as Dale has highlighted those different sub-themes to it. When we hear Fedon and we take it in its historical context, very often, historically, we think about the revolutionary.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that's what makes this theatrical piece so much, it creates that excitement, as Dale says. The other elements, and this is not an act, a performance about someone else, something that happens somewhere else. It happens right here on this piece of rock called Grenada, and we are getting now to live in the moment. Ladies, let's talk about your individual characters. Let's talk about your individual characters. Daisy, starting with you.
So, you're right. Julian Cadore is not just about a man who waged warfare on the British as a Frenchman in Canada, but he was a man who lived and breathed. As Dale said, he had his loves and his life. Now, I'm playing the role of Ayanti. I'm a slave woman, but I work in the house. I work in the great house with the family. So I have that pride of place of looking after the family. So I'm a slave woman. It's quite a role that I've had to get into to find that person within me. How do you balance the strength of the slave woman who's looking after the family, but you're still a slave? And of course, I have my boo. We're not able to get married because we're slaves, but I have my boo. And it's a small role, but I'm very excited to be playing the role of Ayanti. That's my name. It's my first time on stage with a Heritage Theatre Company. Grenada would have known me on stage for many, many years with Francis Urias Peters. But I'm happy. I'm really thrilled to be a part of this very moving historical drama, bringing to life a period in Grenada's history, a moment, as you will, and showing it in all its color and all its glory. Yes.
Talk about, before I get you there, but talk to me about the balancing act that Ayanti has to play and the house slave as it is. And we know historically there's always, even though while you were slaves, the house slaves always saw themselves as a little bit upper like the field slaves. Yes. So you have to balance that, and then still the intermingling of being in love, and I'm assuming is all happening. Is it happening in secret, or is it happening openly?
Julian Cadore is my baby. I raised him. I suckled him. Ayanti suckled him. And of course, there is a chief field slave who is my friend. But he's also very, very valuable to the masters, to Julian and his family. And within that historical drama, Julian himself is confronting themes of freedom and justice. Eerily, it's the same sort of things that we are confronting in our own lives today in Grenada: the safety of our family, our health, our happiness, and the things that threatens it. So what the playwright has been able to do is to bring alive that period in history and literally to show that man in his essential self always confronted with those sort of realities. And of course, my boo, he doesn't want to beg master for permission to have to marry. He's too proud because he came from Africa as a chief, but he's here today, and and he's living up to his role as head field slave, and he is in love with Ayanti, who is the head slave in the household. She loves her master. She loves her master, Julie.
She loves her master.
Yeah, she loves her master.
Dale,
He's a sweet boy.
Dale, if you have the opportunity to just get a few words to describe the different sub-themes, the love, the anger, the disappointments that emanates from this play. If you were to find one word that would describe it, what would that be? If you can. Or maybe a phrase.
Honestly, survival. Survival. Everybody in this play is trying to survive within his or her own realm. By their means, they would find their own means to survive within the situation. Ayanti is a house slave, but at the end of the day, she's still a slave. Her partner, who they get on really well, he was also, but he likes to stay. He was never a slave. He was a Yoruba man, as far as he's concerned. He has pride and a sense of dignity as a black person. But he was brought here, and like he always says, he was never a slave. He was brought here, and then he started understanding the word slave. But he still has to find a way to survive. Julian wants victory for his people. Maybe in his own mind, how he goes about it may be different to how other people would like him to. So he says, Mom, me, I am faithful, but I still hold on to prayer. So I find solace in prayer because I fear for my children. I fear for my husband. So I find it in prayer. Julian find it in his strength and his brethren and his fight for freedom. Ayanti would find it in her Yoruba, her Orisha, as the same as Donko to her father. They would find it in their own Orisha, in the drum, in their chanting. So everybody finds their own means and path to survival.
Don't judge me. At the end of the day, don't judge me. Let's talk about preparation for the different roles, Dale. And we're going to come to you now. Daisy spoke about finding the character. And it's not just about being on stage, but you have to literally find yourself, take yourself from being Dale and Daisy, and find the role. How much of a challenge is that for you? Because I'm assuming, while historically both of you've been on the stage for years, each character is different. In this piece, though, Dale, how difficult, how much of a challenge, or was it at all a challenge for you to find yourself in the character?
It has been a challenge, especially when you're working with a director like Krista Riggs. He's the playwright, he's the director. And you have to have a certain amount of trust in what he sees, since a lot of times he's on the outside looking in. And he sees ability in you as his actors that sometimes we don't believe, and we don't have the faith in it. Now, I've played, I think the most complicated roles I've ever played, or just weird and different, were one time I played Jesus, and then another time I played a firefly. Now, there's no mention of fireflies. I mean, and I went to convent, and of course it was all girls, so you have to find a female to play Jesus. From any male role, the girls have to play. So those were my challenging roles, Jesus and a firefly, until I had to play now Madame Brigitte.
Madame Brigitte?
Yeah.
Am I sensing a little French in there?
Oh, oui, monsieur. And listen, this challenging because I haven't done French in school. I did Spanish, and I would literally beg Chris Riggs, please. Like, I have to say certain things. I know it really well in English. I swear I would be brilliant at it in English. No way. He said, no, we're not changing it. And then there's another thing. I could do a lot of things, but singing is not my forte.
Right.
And I had to sing.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Pardon me. I didn't hear you quite clearly. You have to what?
Singing is not my forte. But first of all, I must say it's not my strong point. Well, I can sing. I didn't say if I could sing well, but I can sing.
Can you sing? Can you sing?
Well, I went to a funeral the other day and I sang. And
so let me hear you sing now. Let me hear you sing. Let me hear you sing. Yeah. I mean, Daisy, she must have known that this part was coming, right?
Absolutely.
She must have seen the fire off. If you were a flyer, you were a flyer on the wall, and you were Jesus.
And Jesus Christ,
But it's not. Look, listen, he didn't just want me to sing, you know. He wants me to sing in French.
Come on, wow me. Come on. So Dale, put it this way. I'm not quite certain on what I'm doing this weekend. I need you to take this opportunity now to speak to JC and the rest of those that are sitting on the fence as to why and where we need to be this weekend. Come on, do this. 30 seconds.
Are you saying a little bit?
Brigitte?
Come on, Brigitte. Come on, Brigitte.
Okay. One. Now my husband has died, okay? So, the top response. Viva, ma
My poor madam.
Yeah, we talk about the morning. We'll come to the village.
My poor madam. What are you doing to
You know what is interesting there? I didn't understand a word you were saying, but I can feel I can feel brokenness, hurt, despondency, the question of where to, what next, how do I go through this, why me? Am I right? Despair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Despair.
And this is just a glimpse of what folks they're going to get a taste of when you do the second unveiling this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this weekend is actually the first.
It's the first, yes.
Right, yes, the 12th. Yes. What's wrong with me? Oh, this is my second interview. Yes, so.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yes. I'm actually getting ahead of myself right away. This is my second interview with it. So Dale, that is your character. So let's go back now to the house slave. Daisy.
Yes.
Character, please.
Well, I mean, we've talked about Ayanti. And at this point, Ayanti does not want to talk about herself. Ayanti probably would want to take you to the bushery and give you a bush bath.
I good.
Madam, something about slave is not right. He needs a bush bath. There are spirits roaming and he needs a bush bath. What I would like to tell you about is, I mean, you've done an interview before. I think you've interviewed Alan
and Robert.
Yes.
Kinski. We have a brilliant cast of characters lined up in Julian Fedor. And again, just like with Samuel Ogilvy playing Fedor, it's almost as if these persons have been made to play the roles that they're playing, the roles of governors and that sort of a thing. And they've just been waiting. We have persons who are actors and actresses who have done performances before, persons who are members of Heritage Theatre. We have other persons who have been members of other theatre groups over the years. We have Neil Etienne. I mean, she's just a staple now with Chris Driggs and Heritage Theatre, also performing, but also playing the role of production and stage manager. So we know that we're going to have a very tight and brilliant play. We have persons, grown men, who are making their debut on stage for the first time.
Indeed.
And I'm telling you, Daisy, the costuming, what we sought to do in this play is to be true to the period and to ensure that that's going to look that is authentic and genuine and real. And again, even in playing the role of Ayanti, you know, I had to do some research to find out, yes, she's a slave woman, but how does she look? What is her pride within her own self? How does she dress? She's washing, she's cooking, she's cleaning, but she's also getting the cast off from the mistress in the house.
Right.
You know? So she doesn't look bad by half because she's able to dress herself up a little bit. So it's been very intriguing trying to put, you know, myself, and I'm sure for all the other actors, into the minds of these characters who would have lived since in the 18th century, and to try to bring them alive through research, through introspection, and really helping each other to grow and develop every single time we do rehearsals. And the rehearsals have been grueling, but we are now prepared to wow you, to give the audience a brilliant package on stage from this week.
And I know, no doubt about that. We literally are almost out of time. Ladies, most folks, when they hear about theater, they think about a belly full of laughter. And sometimes if people don't get that, they tend to be a little bit disappointed because they expect to be on the ground and rolling from the time they get in. But we get in the sense that this one, as we highlighted some of the sub-themes, it goes way beyond that. So persons should come expecting to be part of what I would say a learning experience. Dale?
Definitely. I mean, there is humor in it, but it is, as you said, it is way more than just coming and rolling on the floor. You would leave fulfilled.
Right.
You would leave there fulfilled. A lot of questions would have been answered. It is a family affair. You will go back and have discussions about it. What if? There would be a lot of what ifs.
What if?
Well, what if Julia had succeeded like Lavature in what would it have been like? So many questions it would raise questions in your mind. It would make you more thoughtful of certain things. So my take is it's only $50 to come to the show. Tickets are available. It starts this weekend. You can come, and if you can't come, give somebody as a Valentine's gift. It's okay. Even that is an amazing Valentine's gift. So it goes until mid-March every weekend. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's at the Trade Center. Come one, come all. Of course, COVID protocol will be in place. Wear your masks. And come and have an evening of great entertainment. This is something, I believe in this. The amount of hard work and dedication that has gone into that. Even the costumes. Sometimes I see like a governor walking on stage and it's like, on you. Because they are so striking. The costumes, their mannerism is like they totally transform into other beings. So people are living their characters.
Living the characters. Ladies, I know we can go on and on with this, but for the purpose of time, I just want to tell you, I'm not interested in the bushback period, point blank, no. However, though, I don't mind if Lady Brigitte to take me to Paris, or maybe I meet her under the Eiffel Tower, and we share a nice drink.
Maybe it is something you can't run away from, like trying to run away from your sins.
You can eat fish cake if you don't want the bush.
I would take a fish cake.
If you be making dog in the bush.
You're not spending one day gossiping on the river store. No, really imagine.
And you probably wonder why is it African movies it has been flourishing in Grenada. Little did we realize. Dale, Daisy, looking forward to a really, really bumper time on stage this weekend. Folks, continue to do what you have to do. Remind you folks, it's only $50. Full COVID protocol in effect, and you want to make sure that you go out and be there to be part of the conversation on Sunday that you were there. Well, on Monday that you were there this last weekend as you celebrate love and everything else that makes us who we are. Ladies, thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the day. For those of you that is on radio, reminding you the midday edition is literally just 2 minutes away. It's your boy JC, peace and love to you, leaving you here, as I always say to you, live life and love life, treating each day as your last day on planet Earth. You live, you recognize you're still here, you start living all over again. We get ready for the midday edition, a production of our news and current affairs department. JC loves you. I'm out of here. Goodbye.